Imagine a warship over 330 meters long, longer than 3 football fields placed end to end, carrying a full airbase on its deck with dozens of fighter aircraft, and costing more than $13 billion before even counting the aircraft and escort ships around it. This is not a floating city. It is one of the most powerful military instruments ever created, the aircraft carrier. Now imagine a single weapon, a missile traveling at 5 to 10 times the speed of sound, theoretically capable of threatening that massive platform within minutes. The question military planners around the world are now asking is no longer, are aircraft carriers powerful? The real question is, can they survive in the age of hypersonic missiles? Since World War II, aircraft carriers have been the central tool of global naval power projection. A nation operating carriers does not need nearby air bases to conduct air operations. It can bring its own air power anywhere across the oceans within days. Modern carriers such as the U.S. Nimitz and Ford classes can carry more than 60 combat aircraft, along with airborne early warning systems, anti-submarine helicopters, and advanced command and control infrastructure. More importantly, carriers never operate alone. They function as part of a carrier strike group, protected by destroyers, cruisers, submarines, and layered missile defense systems. For decades, this structure made carriers the undisputed centerpiece of maritime dominance. Over the past 2 decades, several countries have begun developing hypersonic weapons, missiles capable of traveling at speeds exceeding Mach 5, with some experimental systems reaching Mach 10 or beyond. Speed alone is not the only concern. Many next-generation hypersonic systems are designed to maneuver during flight, making their trajectories less predictable and potentially reducing the reaction time available to missile defense systems. Countries publicly associated with operational or developing hypersonic programs include Russia, with systems such as the air-launched Kinzhal and hypersonic glide vehicles, China, with the DF-17 equipped with maneuverable glide payloads, the United States, developing multiple programs, including LRHW and ARRW. Additional countries, including India, working on research and joint development initiatives. These systems represent not theoretical concepts, but an emerging class of strategic weapons already influencing defense planning worldwide. An aircraft carrier represents a concentrated operational capability. A single successful strike could potentially disable a major air power platform at sea. At the same time, intercepting extremely fast, maneuvering missiles presents a technical challenge for any defensive system, particularly when warning times are limited. However, striking a carrier is far more complex than launching a missile. An adversary must first detect the strike group across vast ocean areas, continuously track its movement, transmit targeting data in real time, and then penetrate multiple defensive layers before reaching the carrier itself. Each of these stages represents a technological and operational challenge. How carriers are adapting naval powers are actively adapting carrier operations to evolving missile threats. This includes extending the operational range of carrier-based aircraft to allow strikes from safer standoff distances, developing faster and more capable interceptor systems, expanding electronic warfare capabilities to disrupt targeting systems, researching directed energy defenses, including naval laser systems, distributing operational capabilities across multiple platforms to reduce concentration risk. Rather than disappearing, The aircraft carrier is gradually evolving into a long-range, networked air power hub integrated with satellites, submarines, and unmanned systems. A single hypersonic missile may cost tens of millions of dollars, while a full carrier strike group, including ships, aircraft, and support infrastructure, can represent an investment exceeding $30 to $40 billion. This asymmetry creates new strategic calculations, where even the possibility of a successful strike can carry enormous operational consequences. Military history repeatedly shows that new weapons rarely eliminate older systems entirely. Instead, they force adaptation. Tanks did not eliminate infantry, missiles did not eliminate aircraft, and hypersonic weapons are unlikely to eliminate aircraft carriers overnight. The real contest is not carrier versus missile, but the speed of offensive innovation versus the speed of defensive adaptation. Aircraft carriers remain the only platforms capable of delivering sustained, mobile air power anywhere in the world without relying on foreign bases. Yet hypersonic weapons are reshaping the risk calculations that govern how these platforms are deployed. The balance at sea is not disappearing, it is evolving. Stratos Warfare,